So, hey guys, if you haven't seen my face before, this is my face. Okay, so I have decided to incorporate, and I'm standing in my bathroom because I just love the bulbs that that I have in the bathroom, and I need to get those all over the house, but I haven't yet. Maybe I have it in the kitchen, but I just like this lighting better. I don't look so um, dark, even though I am dark, just like dark in other places. Anyway, um, today will be a cook with me video, and I decided to maybe start probably trying to incorporate these videos into my channel, just to see how it goes. I mean, this is what I do on the regular. I'm sorry, because I see my P's in back on the mirror, and that was not the point of this video. Let's do it like that. Yeah, maybe I should have put this on my little mini tripod, but I digress, because I will be here like doing this for too long. So anyway, today on the menu will be fried pork chops and roasted broccoli, and most likely macaroni and cheese because the kids love it. It's fast, it's affordable, it's easy, and most of all, it's fast, so I could get dinner done in a timely fashion. So let's go. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to be subscribed. And if you are subscribed, make sure you hit the bell for notifications of my next upload. Okay guys, so I did record this video where I was actually talking, but I decided to do a voiceover just because of the water and stuff is easier. So basically I'm just taking out the pork chop here, and I'm just explaining these are a family pack of pork chops. It's with the bone in, and that's basically what I like to use to fry, only because it's the bone and the fat around the pork chop tends to give off more flavor. So right here, I'm just getting a Tupperware bowl so I can soak and clean off my pork chops. I don't know if everybody do this, but for me, I like to clean my meat and stuff before I cook it, only because that's just me. I can't cook something with like that slimy or greasy feel that it comes out of. And this is not like a piece of pork shoulder that I sat here and chose myself. This is actually something that has been cut and pre-packaged. So I like to get it clean. And usually what I like to do is, if I have some kind of citrus or, citrus, lime, or lemon in the house, I use that. I actually did, but I didn't feel like going in the refrigerator. So I just took some apple cider vinegar, and you could use the regular or the apple cider. I usually use the regular. It's just apple cider is what I happen to have in the house. And that's what I'm going to use to, soak the pork chops and disinfect them. I don't know what other word you could use, but yeah, that's what I'm just gonna do here. And then I'm just gonna get everything else set up for the frying process and everything else for dinner. So yeah. Okay, so basically I'm showing you how the pork chops look after they have been sitting here for 5 or 6 minutes. And this is just what I was saying, like that's the stuff that I want to come off the pork chop. If I had more time, I probably would have let it sit a little bit longer, but I actually started cooking a little bit later because I fell asleep than what I had planned. So I'm just going to rinse off the pork chop here, and I'm going to rinse it about 3 times until the water is clear. And after that, we're going to pat dry and get seasoned. So everybody doesn't cook the same way. And if this is not how you prepare your meat, then by all means, I'm not an expert, but neither is anybody else. These techniques that These are just things that I like to do, and it's not Bible or whatever. I'm just showing you how I cook. I'm not asking you to follow how I cook. So I'm just showing you how the water looks, and that's how I like the water to look after the cleaning process or whatever. So right here, I'm going to be pat and dry. And if you hear somebody starting a car, it is early in the morning when I'm doing this voiceover. So unfortunately, everybody wants to act like they have somewhere to go. But yeah, these are the seasonings that I will be using today, and it may seem like a lot, but we don't just use salt and pepper in this house, and yeah, so we need some flavor. And also it's just a piece of meat, like it doesn't come with its own flavoring already. So basically you want to put something there that's gonna adapt and stick and everything else. But I would like to say with the salt, I usually don't use that salt. It's just what I happen to have in the house, all that pepper. So yeah, so we're gonna drain, we're gonna pat dry, and then we're going to season and let sit. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. And you guys let me know by liking this video, giving a thumbs up, or in the comments below if you want to see any more of these type of videos. I know there are people out there in the world that need some inspiration or some ideas about dinner at dinner time and stuff like that. So just let me know if this is something that you want to see. My channel is fairly new. I'm trying to get an idea of what I want to focus around there. So your thumbs up and your likes and your dislikes, honestly, and your comments help me determine what direction ultimately I want to go with this channel. I'm doing a little bit of everything because basically this is just my life and this is just me being me. But for the people that's out there watching and supporting, I would like to know what it is that you want to see. So yeah, so back to the video. I am seasoning, obviously, and I'm not going to keep repeating myself when it comes to this voiceover, but yeah. All right, guys, so right here I'm getting the flour ready. This is just regular AP flour, and that stands for all purpose. In my past life, and if I didn't have my daughter so young, I probably would have been in somebody's culinary school because that was my goal and my passion, but that didn't happen. So yeah, if you see me using some things, that's just some culinary terms I have used over, I mean, not used, but learned over the years. I'm thinking about possibly just going to school and doing it because, well, you don't have to go to school, but I would like to go to a culinary institute. It's very expensive for things that you can practice in your house. But anyway, yeah, so I just basically put it in a plastic bag. Usually I have a Ziploc bag, but I didn't have none because I didn't go to the store and get any. So we're using a plastic bag today. And I'm just going to put all the pork chops in there, shake them up, and then put them in the grease. I have had the grease on the stove heating up ever since I started cleaning off the meat. So right about now, it should be get ready. That's not even English, sis. It should be ready. And we're gonna or go over here and put it in. Now, mind you, my frying pan is very little. These pork chops are a little bit thicker because I believe they're center cut pork chops. So they're a little bit thicker. They're gonna take about 8 to 9 minutes to cook on each side. And because my frying pan wasn't like a big one, I need to just go ahead and get that. I put two in there, so it took them a little bit longer. But moving forward from this clip, because I will cut out after this, I only cooked one pork chop at a time, only because my grease started spilling over my pan, and obviously that's not safe. With the fire and stuff, we don't want to start a grease fire. So, yeah, that's about it. So right here, I'm getting out my broccoli, and this is best used for like the fresh produce, but I didn't have any fresh broccoli. I have it, but as you guys know, my refrigerator is really acting up, and I really just need to go ahead and bite the bullet and get a new one. So I had the frozen ones, and they're really frozen. But what happened is I just turned the oven on to like 300 and put it in there just so that they could defrost. Then after that, I seasoned them with some olive oil, salt and pepper, onion and garlic, and then I put them back in there to roast. And when I put them in there to roast, you see the kids, they're coming in. I put them in there to roast on 450 just so I could get that. So I'm showing you how I like my pork chops to look, brown skin like me. And we're going to get the macaroni started because at this point, well, it started already, but I'm draining it, showing you how I'm using it. So now let me tell you guys. I went to Weston Beef Supermarket, and I'm really not a fan of going to Weston Beef. When I was growing up, Weston Beef was like the affordable, the cheap supermarket. So like we used to get like a lot of no frill shells and cheese and stuff. And for me, that's not how I like to eat. If I'm gonna eat something box, it's gonna be at least good. So whatever, they were like $1 a box, and my mother was like, just go ahead and get it. The kids like macaroni and cheese. It don't matter what kind of macaroni and cheese. So basically that's what it is. But I hate these kind of things with like this processed cheese, but it is what it is. So basically you just drain the noodles, you put the cheese in there, you mix it up. And usually that cheese that's in there is very salty. So what I like to do to offset the salt is to add a little pepper. So that's just what I'm doing here. And I'm just going to speed up this clip after this point. Well, not speed it up. Well, yeah, I am going to speed it up. But after I mix up everything, dinner is basically done. I won't do any more talking after this point. I'll just let the music play and let you guys see. And let me know if you like this, like the voiceover and then the music and then the voiceover again. Only because I need help, y'all. So, yeah. We'll see you at the final product. Well, the final plate and not product. I need to get these voiceovers together anyway. Bye, girl. roasted broccoli, shells and cheese, and a fried pork chop. If you would like to see any more of my cook with me's, don't forget to subscribe or leave a thumbs up so I know you guys like it and you want to see it. Once again, if you're not subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications. And I'll see you on my next video.